you, Mr. Chairman, Member of Parliament for the San Fernando West and Attorney General of Trinidad and Tobago, the Honorable Faris Alwari, political leader of the People's National Movement and Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, Dr. Keith Christopher Rowley, Deputy Political Leader, Ms. June New Williams, Ministers of Religion, Honorable Members of the Senate, our very own San Fernando-bred local government, Haji Hazim Hussein, and yet again, from our own son of the soil, according to him, his navel string is tied here in Kokie, our Member of Parliament and Minister of Housing Development, Mr. Honorable Randall Mitchell, members of the executive of this great party of ours, members of the General Council, my colleagues who will form the next council of the city of San Fernando, specially invited guests, the media, members of the protective services, and you, the beautiful people of Kokie Village and other communities, I say welcome. I am TeresaLynch, a proud member of the People's National Movement and a candidate for the electoral district of Kokie-Turuba. It is my honor to give this address as I speak not only from my voice, but the voice of the villages. For those that don't know me, I'm a born and bred daughter of Kokie, Grange Road to be exact. I am no stranger to the PNM party, for my introduction to the political arena started about the age of 9 by my father, Leslie Lynch, who has served for 14 years as a councillor attached to the City of San Fernando Corporation for Kokie-Turuba, and well, you all know him as One Vote Lynch. However, at such a tender age, I knew nothing about politics. But as you get older, you get wiser. And more I understood what the People's National Movement philosophy was about. Quickly, I understood what our founding father, Dr. Eric Williams, was referring to when he said, any alternative to the PNM is chaos and noise. And as it was previously stated by the Member of Parliament for San Fernando West, and Attorney General for Trinidad and Tobago, the Honorable Faris Alwari, I am passionate about service. Service to the people. Service aimed at developing one's quality of life. Service to family life. Service to the young. Service to the aging community. Service to the defenseless. And above all, service to the nation of Trinidad and Tobago. Honorable members, I guess that service is in my DNA. For I have worked as mediator and provided social service support for many families of the city of San Fernando, Penal, Siparia, Faizabad, Maraval, Woodbrook, and other communities throughout Trinidad and Tobago. And on November the 29th, when I become the councillor, I wish to act as the mediator between the government and you, the citizens of Kokie-Turuba, and provide the necessary support for all villagers within my electoral district. I intend to give members proper representation and service, improve communication, implement social programs geared towards improving the quality of life by working with NGOs, CBOs, churches, school boards, village councils. I will work with all members of Kokie-Turuba. I will be your voice, the voice of the villages. The time has come. It is time to refocus, ladies and gentlemen. Time to recharge, ladies and gentlemen. Time to reconnect, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to make it real. Time for reform. And I know you all stand there and you ask, how can this young lady do all that? In reality, I can't do it by myself, but together we can. You and I can. Together as a community and nation, we can. And as our national watchword states, together we aspire, together we achieve. It is time as a community we work together to build and restore Kokie Turuba. As a community, it is time to bring back the old days when it took a village to raise a child. Bring back the days when our gentlemen were just that, gentlemen. The days we slept comfortably in our homes. The days we took pride in our community and united as one we stand. I have walked through my electoral district, and I had the opportunity to hear the concerns of the residents. Though some may think that their voice is not heard or need not met, I tell you, the PNM is representing you now. No matter your view, no matter your beliefs, no matter your culture, the PNM embraces everyone and will continue to embrace everyone. I know some of you are angry because you have been patient, but as my friend Mom would say, a minute of patience in a moment of anger can save you a lifetime of regrets. And on November the 29th, let us not have any regrets. Let us send the message to the UNC that you are forgiven but not forgotten. Let us tell the UNC that the residents of Kokie Turuba will never go back there. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, each and every one of us need to take a friend and go out to the polls and vote on election day. This wrongs we ain't winning by no one vote or no two votes. We taking it in clean sweep.
Ladies and gentlemen, forgive the interruption. I ask you to bring a warm San Fernando welcome to the political leader of the PNM, the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, Dr. the Honorable Keith Christopher Rowley.
Let me hear you, San Fernando, for the Honorable Member of Parliament, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley. And I shall continue. I know some of you are angry because you have been patient. But like my friend Mom says, a minute of patience in a moment of anger can save you a lifetime of regrets. But let us send the message to the UNC that you are forgiven, but you are not forgotten. Let us tell the UNC that the residents of Kokie Turuba will never ever go back there. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, each and every one of us need to take a friend and go out and vote. This wrongs we ain't winning by no one vote, no two votes. We taking the election in clean sweep. We sending a message strong and clear that we support the PNM, that the PNM is the only party that we trust, and we know the PNM is the party aimed and objective is to develop each and every community within the city of San Fernando and throughout the country. We are asking you to remain patient as we reform your communities, reform your minds, reform your hearts, and reform your way of life. I say this to you with confidence because Turuba Village will finally get their community center. Jasmine, that long-awaited drain will finally be looked after. some projects listed by Mr. Rondell Donowa, the third leg runner of the relay, we say thank you. And we will continue his work, especially with the police youth group. Ladies and gentlemen, I say this with great pleasure, having worked with youths throughout Trinidad. Our youths are our most precious commodity because the youths of today are the future of tomorrow. And my aim is to do my part and develop their minds and condition their hearts. Today, many of your young people are victims of crime, and some are subject to criminal activity. Therefore, the Kokia Community Center, the Marabella Community Center, the soon Taruba Community Center, the Narayan Avenue Pay Park, the West Park, the Mani Ramjan Stadium will never ever be underutilized because we need to get our youth charted and directed. We need to get our youth focused and goal-oriented. We need to get them driven and self-motivated. We need to get them self-efficient and independent. And very often I tell parents that a child of today is no more advanced than a child in the 1960s. Because back then, they worked, they went to school, they did chores beyond reason. But that molded them. It developed them. It created leaders of Trinidad and Tobago. Leaders such as our very own Kokie Born, the legendary, the pioneer, the visionary, the late great Patrick Manning. He was an exceptional leader. May his soul rest in peace. And according to J.K. Chesterton, he said, education is simply the soul of a society. It passes from one generation to another. But we need to understand that education is not just books. It's not just about a degree. It is about our culture and our society. And we need to know that if we don't know something, we can't pass on anything. So my dear friends, it's time for us to preserve our future, our community, and our country. And the only way to do that is with the PNM party. And come election day, we only go in one way, the PNM way, the right way. And remember what Dr. Eric Williams said. He said, any other alternative is chaos and noise. And at the night of November the 28th, we will celebrate and we will show the opposition once again that we have not forgotten. We are ready to reform with you. We are ready to rechart with you. We are ready to refocus with you. We are ready to reconnect with you. And we are ready to make it real. And we will remain patient because a minute of patience in a moment of anger can save you a lifetime of regrets. But they will have no regrets because we only go in one way, the PNM way, the right way, the way where our voices will be heard. And everybody will say, great is the PNM, great is the PNM, great is the PNM, and we shall prevail. Reinvigorating and reinventing our local democracy, November 28th, vote autonomy.